Hey everyone, George here and welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, there's an electric blue ram in this tank. Now I want you to understand that this is a temporary resident. This is not a full-time resident of this tank, and the reason why he's in here I'm going to explain to you in just a few minutes, but kind of had to have a home for him for a few days while a little project goes on here. So when we come back, we're going to talk about that. So as I said in the introduction, this electric blue is a temporary resident in this tank, and the reason for that is my son is going to be doing a rescape of his tank, and he wanted a good place for this electric blue to be while we were doing that. So that's going to be happening over the next few days, and I thought, this particular tank is probably best suited for this fish for a short period of time. Now, as you can see, there are some apistos in this tank, so that can be a little bit tricky if you do the wrong thing, but I think that these fish are getting along. I haven't seen any evidence of territorial issues or fighting of any kind. The reason why I think that that's happening is because they're just different enough to where the colors and the shape of the fish and just some of the basics about the fish are really different enough to make it so that these fish are going to do just fine in this tank for a short period of time together. So that's the reason why this electric blue ram is in this tank, and like I said, it is a very temporary thing. So as I said, we're going to be rescaping my son's tank over the next few days, so we will be doing a lot of footage on that and having a lot of fun sort of tearing that down and putting a new tank together for him. Not a new tank in the sense that we're switching out tanks. We're basically going to take that down to the substrate, and we will at that point drain the water out of there, and the other fish that he has in there are just cardinals and a few cories, a couple of apistos, and a pleco, all of which are really there just as a cleanup crew. And what's happened to his tank really is that it's just gotten totally overgrown with plants, and we tried to sort it out and cut them back, and it just doesn't look right. So you just kind of have to really redo the whole thing. But man, the electric blue with the cardinals, my son just did an absolutely fabulous job, because the color of that electric blue and the color of the cardinal tetra are so similar to each other. They complement each other, and I just think it's the perfect community tank. If you're going to have an electric blue like this with cardinal tetras, man, I'll tell you, get yourself a 20-gallon and throw one of those electric blue rams in there with maybe 7 to 10 cardinals and a good cleanup crew, heavily planted, but really take care of cutting those plants back, because that's kind of what happened to my son here. Is things got a little bit out of control, and things are a little bit overgrown. But like I said, we're going to take it down to the substrate. I will be draining the water off that and keeping the cardinals in a temporary tank with the water that comes off his tank while we're doing this rescape, and they will be in that water, so that water will be something that's not going to shock them. We'll be throwing an air stone in there and a heater, of course, just to make sure that they're doing fine. I doubt that they'll be in there more than 12 to 15 hours while we do this. And anyways, they should be fine. The concern was more about this particular fish because he is expensive and didn't really want anything to happen to him. So found a good spot for him here for now. Anyways, that's the deal, and just leave your comments down below if you have experience with electric ram cichlids. Leave your comments down below, as I said, and tell me your experiences with them. Tell me what you think about the electric blue with the cardinal tetras, the fish complementing each other. There is no fighting that goes on between them. They get along very, very well together. So anyways, thank you for joining me today. It's a short video. It was an impromptu video, but I just thought I would kind of throw out there what we're doing here, because you're going to see that footage in the next few days. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course share with your friends. That's how we build this channel. And hit that bell up there in the corner so that any new information that comes out or new videos that comes out, you don't miss them. Anyways, thank you very much for joining me today, and we will see you on the next one.